Hi, everybody. Welcome to our morning Zohar reading, and we are happy to be here. Just Rick and I. If you'd like to join us and read with us, you're welcome. Instructions are in the description of the video. Today we are starting on page 31 of chapter 21, item 202.
Two, 202. Similarly, all the people in the world consist of above and below. When all those who know how to sanctify themselves properly in this world have a son, they extend upon him a Holy Spirit from the place from which all sanctities emerge. And these are called the sons of the Creator, since their bodies have been made in holiness, as it should be. Also, they give it spirit from a high, sublime place, as it should be.
203. When a person is destined to account for his deeds before he leaves the world, this day is a day of reckoning, when the body and the soul report. Afterwards, the soul departs the body and parts with it, and the body which was created from dust returns to dust, and everything returns to the place from which it was taken. And until the time when the Creator revives the dead, everything will be concealed from it.
And the Creator will bring that very body and that very soul back to the world as before, and renew the face of the world, as it is written, "Thy dead shall live, my corpses will rise." And that very soul is hidden before the Creator and returns to her place after man's passing, according to her deeds, as it is written. And the spirit returns unto God who gave it. And when he is destined to revive the dead, he will pour down dew from his head upon them, and with that dew all the bodies will rise from the dust.
What is the dew of lights? It is actual lights, of those lights above, in whom he is destined to pour life unto the world. When the tree of life, Zeranpin, pours down life that never ceases. This is because now life ceases, because when the evil serpent governs, the moon is covered. This means that the zivug of the upper sun and moon, which are zoned, stops. And for this reason, the waters of Zeranpin seemingly stop, and he is the tree of life. For this reason, life does not properly rule the world.
And at that time, that evil inclination, which is the evil serpent, will depart from the world, and the Creator will remove him, as it is written. And I will also remove and the unclean spirit from the land. And after he passes from the world, the moon will no longer be covered, and the river that stretches out of Eden, which is Zeranpin, will no longer cease its springing. Then it is written, "And the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun will be sevenfold."
If you if you say that all the bodies in the world will be revived and will rise from the dust, we should ask, what of those bodies that were implanted with one soul, or a soul that incarnated in several bodies one by one? What shall become of them? Will they all rise at the revival of the dead, or only the last?
Those bodies that were not rewarded with good deeds and did not successfully complete the soul as though they never were, they are as a dry tree in the world, and so they will be at the time of the revival of the dead. Only the last body, which was planted and succeeded and properly received its spiritual roots, will rise at the revival of the dead.
Yeah, and I personally don't think any physical bodies are going to be coming back together out of the ground. This is all metaphoric. 208. It is written about it, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, since he bore fruits, meaning good deeds, and planted proper roots above in the upper world, where for each mitzvah, good deed, its corresponding spiritual root appears above. And the previous body which did not bear fruits and did not strike roots, it is written about it, for he shall be like a tamarisk in the desert, and shall not see when good comes, since when good comes means the revival of the dead.
And that light that is destined to shine for the righteous, which was hidden before him since the day the world was created, will shine, as it is written. And God saw the light that it was good, and then the Creator will revive the dead. And it is written, but unto you that fear my name, shall the Son of Righteousness arise. Since then the good will prevail in the world, and the one who is called evil will be removed from the world. At that time, those bodies that precede the last one will be as though they never existed.
ch21. The Creator is destined to pour other spirits upon those bodies that precede the last. And if they are rewarded with them and can walk on the straight path, they will rise in the world as it should be. If not, they will be ashes under the feet of the righteous, as it is written. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. And everything is established and destined before the Creator, and all are counted for the time of revival, as it is written, he that brings out their host by number.
All the dead in the land of Israel will be revived as in the beginning, since the Creator will awaken spirit upon them and will raise them, meaning those in the land of Israel. As for those in other lands, it does not say revival in regards to them, but rising, since the Spirit of life is present only in the Holy Land of Israel. This is why it only says about them, your dead shall live. And those outside the land, their bodies will be created, and they will rise in a body without a spirit, and then roll under the dust of the earth until they arrive at the land of Israel, where they will receive the soul, and not by another authority, for they will exist in the world properly.
212. When the Creator revives the dead, all those souls that will awaken before him will all stand before him, shapes upon shapes, in the very same place that they had in this world. And the Creator will call them by names, as it is written. He calls them all by name. And each soul will come into its place in the body, and they will be revived in the world as they should be. Then the world will be complete.
It is written about that time, and he will take away the reproach of his people. This is the evil inclination, which he will remove from the world, which darkens the faces of people and governs them.
Thus we see that as long as a person is in that spirit, he is not defiled. When his soul departs him, he is defiled, because when that evil inclination takes one's spirit, he defiles it, since he is the evil inclination and he is the angel of death. Hence, after him, the body is left impure, since he takes man's soul with the force of filth of the tree of knowledge, and this filth is the root of all the impurity.
The other nations, the idolaters, are to the contrary. When they are alive, they are impure, because their souls extend from the side of impurity. And when their bodies are emptied from the impurity, when they die and their souls depart them, the body remains without any impurity, Hence they do not defile, as it is written, the graves of the adulterers do not defile in the tent.
For this reason, one who clings to a woman from other idol-worshipping nations is defiled, and the son that he has from her assumes the spirit of impurity. And if you say, but his father came from Israel, why should he assume the spirit of impurity? It is because his father was first made impure when he clung to that impure woman. Moreover, he broke the law that was written, for thou shalt bow down to no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. This means that he is jealous for that covenant, to not desecrate him with a woman from other nations.
We learn that since Abraham knew wisdom, he wished to part from all the other nations and not cling to them. This is why it is written, and I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven, and the God of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife for my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, of course, as it is written, and as has married the daughter of a strange God, among whom I dwell, precisely for I am divinity, for she was in exile, and he adjured him to not be defiled in them.
Anyone who enters this holy covenant in a woman from other nations causes another place to be defiled, for he blemishes the high covenant and causes bestowal upon the maidservant. This is why it is written, for 3 things the earth angered. And even though he adjured him in the covenant, Abraham still did not trust him, but prayed his prayer before the Creator and said, the Lord, the God of heaven, he will send his angel. His angel certainly means the angel of the covenant. He would send him so as to keep this covenant and not be defiled among the nations.
Only do not take my son back there, since Abraham knew that in all his family there was none who knew the Creator, and he did not want Isaac's abode to be among them, but that his abode would be with him, and Isaac would always learn from him the ways of the Creator. So he will not stray to the right or to the left, but to the middle line. This is why Abraham did not wish for Isaac's abode to be among them.
Abraham's merit was with the servant who arrived at the fountain on the same day he departed, as it is written, and I came this day unto the fountain. ch19. Open my eyes that I may see wonders from your law. How foolish are people for they do not know and do not consider engaging in the Torah. But the Torah is the whole of life and every freedom and every goodness in this world and in the next world. Life in this world is to be rewarded with all their days in this world, as it is written, the number of thy days I will fulfill. And he will be rewarded with long days in the next world, for it is the perfect life, a life of joy, life without sadness, life that is life, freedom in this world and liberation from everything. For anyone who engages in Torah, all the nations of the world cannot rule over him.
And you should say, what of those who were destroyed, meaning the 10 martyrs, since they engaged in Torah when the law was not to engage in Torah? This is a verdict from above, like Rabbi Akiva and his friends who were killed because they engaged in Torah. This is what he taught above when the world was created. But as a rule, the Torah is freedom from the angel of death, so he cannot control him.
Certainly, if Adam were to cling to the tree of life, which is the Torah, he would not cause death to himself or to the world, the whole world. But because he left the tree of life, which is the Torah, and ate from the tree of knowledge, he caused death to himself and to the world. For this reason, the Creator gave the Torah to Israel.
It is written, Harut, carved on the tables. Do not pronounce it Harut, but rather Harut. Harut, but rather Harut. Freedom. For then they were liberated from the angel of death. Had Israel not sinned with the calf and not departed the tree of life, which is the Torah, they would not cause death to return to the world to begin with.
And the Creator said, I said, you are gods, and all of you are sons of the Most High, meaning upon the reception of the Torah. And since you damaged yourselves, meaning sinned, you will indeed die as humans. Hence, that evil serpent that darkened the world cannot govern anyone who engages in the Torah.
If one who does not sin does not die, why did Moses die? He died, certainly, but the angel of death did not control him. He did not die by him and was not defiled by him. This is why it is considered that Moses did not die, but clung to divinity and departed to eternal life.
ch22. As such, he is considered alive, as it is written, and Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a living man. And one who approaches the Creator is called alive. This is why anyone who engages in the Torah has freedom from everything. Freedom in this world from enslavement of the nations of the world, idolaters, and freedom in the next world, since he will not be required to give an account in that world at all.
There are several higher and hidden meanings to the Torah, several hidden secrets that are in it. Hence, when David regarded the Torah in the spirit of wisdom and knew how many wonders emerged from the Torah, he started and said, Open my eyes that I may see wonders from your law.
Behold, Rebekah came out. And it came to pass, before he concluded speaking, that, behold, Rebekah came out. It writes, came out, but it should have said came, as it is written, Rachel, his daughter, comes. This indicates that the Creator took her out from the townspeople who were all wicked. And Rebekah came out and parted from the rest of the people in the city because she was righteous. And she went down to the fountain, is written with a hey in the word fountain in Hebrew, which is unusual. This is because the well of Miriam appeared to her there, meaning Nukva de Zerampin, when she shines in illumination of Chokhmah. This is why Ha'ina, fountain, is written with a hey, implying to the Nukva, the bottom hey of Havayah. Also, Ha'ina comes with the word Einaim, eyes, which is the name of Chokhmah, and the waters rose toward Rebekah.
Behold, Rebekah came out, it is written, and the daughters of the city come out to draw water. Why does it say come out and not go or come? It is because they were hidden all day and would come out to draw water in the evening, and the servant made it a sign for himself. Lahaim.
Lahaim. Let's see if I can write this down. Oh, I got the wrong thing here. Okay. So we are ending here and starting tomorrow, 3/28, 19, item 225. And we'll just start there, right?
Yeah.
Page 35. chapter 21. Got it. All right. I'll tell everybody goodbye. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. Have an awesome day.